box opening.
A buddy of mine got an ultrasonic cleaner for me, so that's super awesome.
I ripped that off. Could have had my address, you know. What to do? Nice. Oh yeah, the basket and everything. Sweet. First batch came out really nice. Like, that's way clean compared to how it was when I got it. It was just a big grease ball. All the nuts and bolts are nice and tidy. You know, still look old, obviously, but pretty good. Black one's good. These ones, I think I'm gonna do like a rust solution, get those cleaned up. Okay, this is first drain of the tank. I don't want to waste my simple green solution, but I have to see what's in there. So this device never films well once it's turned on because the ultrasonic sound is really annoying. Let's see, 105. And we're doing now is, where's the next? It needs to be cleaned. I put them right here. Here we go. Okay, so these are actually pretty clean, but they haven't gone through yet. So I'm gonna, get them cleaner. So like, this thing's gonna heat up, and I'm gonna get some cleaning solution. Okay, so that's simple green filled up, just barely covering everything. I'm gonna add water to the rest of it. So this bag was junked because I don't think it likes to seal. Yeah, it went in the dishwasher and it got too hot. And so part of the Ziploc thing, I think, melted or something. Anyway. Put this in here. Lean it to one side a bit. Put that there. And so once I turn it on, it's gonna sound like crap. But anyway, doesn't matter. Here we go.
So while that's cleaning, I'm going to go over some things with the car and the project, and I didn't think I was actually going to do any more videos. And so there's a lot of still photography here going on. I did order some BC coilovers, and thankfully those showed up. And lucky me, my seats are absolutely horrendous. So a friend of mine found some fresh ones for me. Here I'm realizing maybe the 9s in the front are too wide. And this is the point where I decided I was going to sell the carbs along with all the associated stuff that goes with them. Lines, fuel filter, fuel pump, as well as the MDS ignition and the filter plate and everything. What else do I got? The coil and... well, there's some cabinets I got for free from a friend who was tearing apart his kitchen, so that added that to the garage. And there's everything removed from the engine. And here's the fresh seats. They are minty clean. I got them for stupid cheap. And here's the cabinets put in. I like it. Nice little work area. Went out to Calgary, visited my brother, and saw the Turbo 30, and took the plane back home. And ordered more parts, obviously. What else do? You just keep ordering parts, and you get yourself a fuel rail that you need. And then you gotta fix the garage door because it's not sealing properly. Obviously, you gotta go to work to make sure the bridge goes up and down. And then you come home and realize you are gonna change out the entire fuel system, and you need to have the proper fuel hanger. You gotta start collecting all the fuel line bits you need. Start looking at diagrams for wiring. Pick a Arduino ECU for it. It's quite small. There's a coffee cup for scale.
Merry Christmas, ladies.
And then it got a little stormy in the fall, so I was
Are you
pretty
ready
busy
for
working.
Jingle Bells?
Fair number of call outs
Jingle
with all the
bells,
storms and
jingle bells.
whatnot. Got the bench starting to get organized and tools laid out nicely. Got all the labels made for the wiring. Ordered more parts and organized them. And a couple more fittings for the fuel system. And bent up a new large diameter fuel line. Made a list and then regretted making a list as I saw how much I had to do. Then I saw this picture and I wondered maybe I actually want a quad headlight or maybe a Datsun 510. Either way, doesn't really matter what I want. This is what I'm doing. So, assembled the new fuel pump and hanger assembly. It's a brand new factory Toyota parts. That was kind of nice to be able to get for a pretty decent price.
Let me
Took apart the old SR5 pickup, transferred the gasket over to the new one. Then time for reassembly. Now let's get it in the car.
Short story long. Oh God, my videos have been so sparse. I mean, like my filling of videos has been super sparse. My putting out videos is like non-existent. But going standalone ECU, got a Ocelot, or what do they call it again? Arduino, Speeduino Ocelot ECU. Got to build a wiring harness and everything. I put in new fuel tank hanger, or new fuel pump hanger, new fuel pump, and ran new fuel lines all the way up. Hard lines, so I got to finish that. And then I want to start getting the intake manifold all together because I switched from the carbs to the fuel injection. Probably said that already. But before I do all that, one of the spigots broke off my heater core. So I got to pull the heater core out and solder it back on. And then I can put it back in and continue with this whole mess. Yeah, so we're going to switch you to time lapse now. Bye-bye. Okay, victory is mine this time. The victory is only mine because I lost the last time. I gotta solder that back in. So I tore apart. This dash to fix something I screwed up before. But honestly, I think that was gonna die anyway. And honestly, that thing looks kinked to all hell too. Maybe I should have bought a new one. Oh well, I'm gonna fix it. This is me realizing the foam in here is just frozen dust, I guess. It was foam, but it's dead now. So on top of the dirt that came out of the unit yesterday, this is a new pile. Oh, pretty gross. Okay, so I got the stuff I need to solder it. I got the solder and everything, but I also got some CLR because the inside of this is nasty. Wow, that's not working very well. Well, you get the point. I'm gonna put that in there. Apparently I can't do it one-handed. So using my little level block, heater core sits in this orientation in the car, and the spout is at 28 degrees, but I think it's been tweaked because it's got some bendage in it. And then, but on the car, that opening is only angled at 13 or 14 degrees off level. So I'm gonna look at some pictures of how it looks in stock form, because I think they are tipped more than on the firewall. But yeah, so see if I can get both these spigots at the right angle. This is the point where I was supposed to be filming soldering on the spigot, and I didn't. All right, it's been a couple days. Shaved, too short. I don't like it. Anyways, what am I doing? Oh yeah, putting the HVAC back in the Corolla, and I can't remember which way it goes in, but we'll figure it out. There's the interior back together. Everything works, everything's assembled. And then get those little bungs in. I just gotta try to remember which ones went where now. Yeah, I have to drain the cooling system, and I gotta find, so that guy goes up there. But I'm not gonna do that right now because I want to put this guy on first, because that one's more difficult. Now I know I loop these hoses here. So I know this one actually turns up and goes on here. And then it goes through the valve and through there into there. And that one comes out of there and goes on the bottom there. I just need to find that hose. I've got it somewhere, but I just don't know where right now. But the nice thing is that's in now. The dash is back together. So there's nothing really stopping me from really starting the work on what a mess this place is. But like I've got the fuel filter and fuel pressure gauge and all the wiring and all the pins and the crimpers and the diagrams, and I got work to do. But I've done the background work now, which is nice. Fuel tank's back in, new fuel pump, hanger, new hard line, which is 5/16 or 8 mil, all the way up here. And I've got the heater core in. So whatever I do here, I don't have to like undo to get back in there again. At least I hope not. I don't think so, but we'll see. Anyways, a lot of background work to get started on the main stuff. Okay. Yeah. Today, I gotta get the coolant hose on the engine because you saw it before. I started on the bung again, so I gotta hook this up down here and reroute the pipes so I actually have a coolant circuit. So I gotta drain the coolant, do that, and fill it all back up again. What else am I doing? Also finishing fuel lines, and who knows what else. I don't know, honestly. I really don't. There's gonna be some things. Basically just progressing. Trying to hook up all the fuel lines, get the stuff mounted, figure out where the ECU is gonna go. Maybe start crimping some shit today. I don't know, but maybe. I really hope so. Got my pressure tester here. Everything's hooked up. So I started pumping it up. I forgot to put film. Basically 0.9 bar, like 1 bar is 14.7 psi, which is in the blue. So basically anywhere in there we're good. It takes a while to pump it up because it's just full of air right now, mostly. So it takes a little longer to fill. So what I want to do is just go up to the top. There's a little blue line that goes up to the top there. You want to go up to there. That's where you want to fill it to. Or at least that's what I want to do. So recording. Okay. All right. It's been about 10 minutes, maybe. It's still sitting right there. So, calling that good. Cooling system done.